Hi everybody, here we are today talking about a very hot topic, privacy. Many times we talk about security, but I thought it was a great idea after security to talk about privacy. And today we have Daniel Korn, our head of government affairs in Latin America, and one of the most knowledgeable persons in Latin America on privacy. Daniel, it's great to have you here.
Great to be here, César.
So many people talk about privacy, and there's people even saying is privacy dead. So tell us a little bit about privacy, and this concept of privacy is dead.
Well, privacy is alive and well at Microsoft, but it is true that the definition of privacy has evolved over the years. In this era of social media, it has moved from the secrecy information to two different things. Number one, who do I choose to share my information with? Mm-hmm. And two, what authorization do I give that person with regard to my information? So for example, my 15-year-old daughter, Sophia, she regularly shares her private information with a select group of friends. Sure. But she sets her privacy settings in such a way that neither my wife or I can ever have access to that information.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Anyway, so what is our commitment as Microsoft and our approach to this very important topic, which is privacy?
Microsoft has been dedicated to the priority of customer privacy since we first offered online services in MSN in 1994. Customers should think of Microsoft's work as the custodian of their data. We host your data, but the data belongs to you. You own your data, you control your data, and you can take it with you when you want.
That's a very important differentiation, actually. I talk a lot to customers where one of the biggest concerns is, can you explain me, now that you have my data, I want to make sure that I own it. So that's for sure. You own your data. Give me some, actually, I would love you to share some real examples on this privacy in Latin America, for example.
Sure. We were the first major cloud company to implement ISO 2718, which is the data privacy standard for data in the cloud.
Right.
We were the first major cloud company to implement the Student Privacy Pledge, which requires that student data be used to help kids learn, but not for targeted commercial advertising. We were the first major cloud company to sign the data transfer agreement as required by the data protection laws of Argentina. This is a bit of Microsoft's history. Today, we are busy implementing GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation of the European Union, which is coming into effect in May of next year. If you have customers in Europe, GDPR matters to you. If you have employees in Europe, GDPR matters to you. And as Brad Smith, the president of Microsoft, said just last week, if you ever heard of Europe, GDPR matters to you. And that is because GDPR is establishing a new global standard on data protection.
Very good, very good. Last year, one of the things that I remember very well, so it was part of Microsoft Latin America, was when we announced our Transparency Center in Brazil, which is not just for Brazil, actually. Right. It's international, and we're using it for the whole region. Why don't you share a little bit about that announcement, what that means to have a Transparency Center and our commitment there?
The Transparency Center allows member governments to review Microsoft's source code. This adds an increased layer of trust for citizens in those countries with regard to the online services and products that we offer.
Right.
The regional transparency centers are unique in the industry in allowing governments to review our source code.
Thank you so much, Daniel. It's great to have these sessions where I go and learn, and I can share with everybody some of the things that are going on and have our experts sharing very important topics. For me, one of my key learnings and takeaways is this is not just about privacy or just about security. In fact, we need to link both. Many times we take care of all the security concerns, but we forget to talk to our vendors or to our partners about the privacy setups. Or we only talk about privacy and we don't look into security. So thank you so much for this great discussion, and looking forward for the next one. Thank you so much, everybody.